What up, what up? Back with another vid, man. Trying to get back on top of it. Shout out to F&A. Some Colorado repping. I don't have a ton of shirts like all these other dudes, man. I need to get some made so I can do some swaps. I've kind of been slacking because I plan on improving the logo a little. Just been too busy. But yeah, man. This video, I'm gonna do the last two clutches, season 2 for me. It's gonna be clutch 13 and 14. So we got close to our goal. It was 15 for season 2. And season 1, the goal was 10 and we hit 9. So, we're closer in the ballpark. This year we're going for a little bit more. I'm hoping to hit more than that. I'm hoping to hit 20. It's a lot of work for just me. No doubt. I'm pushing the limit to see kind of what my threshold is, for how much I guess I can do by myself. Definitely trying to step up my wrap production, and that's the main focus right now. I've got some racks actually coming from F&A that I got to swoop up on my next trip up there, because I got to get more rats producing. This is the first season where I've kind of had to buy more than usual, but I've been swooping them from the homies. It gives me an excuse to get over to F&A and see what's shaking over there. So it's all good, and plus they hook it up. I already know that. But man, for anybody out there who ain't in the Whiskey Bomb Network, checking out all the content, y'all got to get over there. The Wiz and T-Key's channels, and F&A's channel, and shoot, so many, man, so many. I could go on for hours, but get in over there. That's partially why I've been slacking on these videos, man. I'll just be watching that all the time. I don't have time to film my own. No, that's just an excuse. But yeah, so clutch 13. That's gonna be it was Pastel Dh TSK Axantxhic pied to just a pied. So I was just proving them out. Definitely hit pied, so that's good. He is at least that much what he says, what I was told that he was or whatever. But and then clutch 14 is that import that proved out season 1 as a pet hypo, with some funky babies too, and I put her just to the leopard OD pet clown, just making some double heads just to test, and there's only 2 babies and 1.1 to check out in that. So yeah, and then that'll be the end of the updates. I got to get these updates up before I start doing all the new egg pullings and stuff. And I don't know, I may try and switch it up this season just because, like, I'm always such a slacker on these updates, partially because I get so busy just taking care of everything and trying to get it listed and just really just trying to take care of everything, you know what I mean? And then along with juggling my business, my other business. So that's part of it. And then, the other part is just, man, like, just busy in general. So, I don't know if I should maybe kind of save these where I do like the egg pulling and cutting and then save the videos and put it all in one with the updates, since I'm so bad about getting these updates up. But hey, I do get my updates up, just I don't always have every snake available to see. But I'll try and show pictures of the ones that I already sold, at least. But it ain't like it's anything that's never been seen before, so ain't nobody missing out on too much. These are just season 2 clutches. Things are definitely getting a lot better. We've got a lot of stuff hopefully going this year that is really going to elevate a lot of the visuals around here. We've just been grinding with these heads, grinding with the heads and double heads, so we've been hitting some good stuff, but just grinding. So yeah, but I've got multiple candy G-stripe. I've got a couple of those hopefully going. I got some pastel in the mix. Let me grab my little thing. I got a couple Marvel clutches going, hopefully, with some albino in the mix. Shoot, man, some TSK pieds I'm hoping to hit. Definitely a couple freeway things with some Marvel in the mix, trying to get that going, trying to get the clown stuff rolling with some more Marvel heads. I got some more of the Hypo stuff going. I got the banana chocolate going to the 2 girls that I bred last year, and we hit a couple, pretty good bangers on those last year. So hoping to do that again this year. I know banana Hypo. That's one thing that the Hypo probably doesn't really, make it look a lot better. But with the chocolate and the YB and cinnamon and black pastel and stuff in there, there's a lot of cool combos that may not be, just banana Hypo. You know what I'm saying? So it's worth it on that one. And then shoot, man, there's a bunch because I got my lightning pie girl hopefully going. But I definitely paired, I'd say probably between 20 and 30 girls, maybe even more, maybe 35. I'd have to look exactly at what's going, but trying to push forward some of these main projects, and I got a couple little dinky things I'm still playing with. So I need to stop slacking and get a bunch of sheds off. I got a stack of them, so we'll make that happen. But yeah, that's just a couple of the things, definitely a lot of Hypo stuff. I'm hoping to get in the mix. I got like bamboo chocolate GHI het Hypo to Inchy Leo het Hypo, and that also went to Orange Ghost Mojave visual too. So lots of Hypo stuff hopefully cracking off this season, and I got some big girls too, so I'm hoping to see some big clutches. Anyways, that is that. Let me get into these babies, man. That was a lot of jibber jabber, but that's a little update, of what's going on around here. And get the last final update from season 2, and keep it pushing, man. Always move forward, you know what I mean? As long as you're moving forward, that's all that matters. All right, peace. All right, y'all. I'm gonna try to get this one in a better order. I'm gonna start off with a normal. So this is 100% het pied and a Pastel het TSK Axantxhic. I have not listed any of these babies. I'm gonna test some out, see what's what. No hurry. Just letting them chill and grub and hang out, but decent little bit of blushing going on there. But this is, I think this is a female. I got an F with a question mark, so apparently I need to resex this baby. But like I said, 100% het pied. I'm sure there's a marker for TSK because there seems to be a marker for everything. So as I work it more, I'm sure I'll notice it. But and maybe there's a video about it. If you know about the marker for TSK, slap it in the comments. But yeah, so that's this baby right here. Like I said, pretty sure it's female, normal, 100% het pied, Pastel het TSK. And we'll see. Hopefully this year we hit some visuals on both ends. But let's get on to the next baby. All right. So I don't remember if I said on that last snake. So the pairing was a Pastel Dh Het TSK Axantxhic pied to a visual pied. So this one's the runt, man. This is a little boy, and he has been a little crappy eater, to say the least. He pretty much will eat. He started off eating great, and then like after his second pup, maybe and maybe it was too big, but after his second pup he kind of was like, nah, not really feeling it. So I went back to hops. He's back on hoppers. Tonight's feed night, so he's hungry now for sure. But he went back to hoppers, and he's kind of like every other week he's been doing. So I haven't had to assist him or anything, but a couple times I thought I might. But I gave him some good soaks and some calcium, and gave him an ASF at one point. little hopper ASF, so it's a little dude, but yeah, so definitely a pied, right? You know, maybe a pastel pied. I don't think so though. Still pretty dark, but it's pretty cool. And then of course Pastel Dh Ax, and we did good on this clutch as far as hitting, you know, visuals on the pieds. So this is the runt little dude, but he keeps trucking away. Hopefully tonight he'll take a meal and be one step closer to being a fatty. Yeah, on to the next. All right, so this one's a male, and it's just a pied. Not bad, homie. It's a feisty one too. These pieds were spicy, man, in this clutch. So I won't be surprised if I get tagged, but you can see that crazy orange, bright orange up in there. It's weird because it's kind of got that yellowish, and then there's like a band orange, band orange, band orange. I'm sure it's hard to see here, but this is probably the best spot. You can see where my thumbs are. It's real orange, and then in between it's just like more of like a pastel color. But I got this one just as a pied. This is a pied boy, Pastel Dh Ax. Definitely some dark oranges going on. You know, a little bit of gray around the dorsal stripe. But yeah, so it's this boy here. Like I said, I'm gonna get them tested. I'm about to send off, like, I don't know, somewhere between 20 and 30 tests here in about a month. Some of my hatchlings are on paper towels, and so I got to put them back on some cocoa for a minute to get some decent sheds, because it seems like on the paper towels, when they're shedding out, they make a big wet mess, and they're ruining my shed tests. But anyway, I'll grab the next one. All right, here's another male. This one's a pastel pied, Pastel Dh Ax. Looking a little crabby. That I woke him up from his nap. Definitely a lot less pattern, right, than the pieds, but definitely pastel pied. So it's not quite not as big as the other one. Those regular pieds, man, they were so spicy. They've been just the best eaters. This one's been eating pretty good. Been eating pretty good, so yeah. Not a whole ton to look at on this one. Pretty cool little tail there. Looks like a little tiny bit of maybe some stuck shed or something right there. But yep, so that's this one. And this is a boy. I think I said that, but all right. On to the next one. All right, y'all. This is a female, pastel pied, Axantxhic TSK. This one looks a little more funky, I'm not gonna lie. All this action in here, and you know, I haven't really compared it to other stuff online. I'm just noticing right now, but compared to the other pastel ones that I hit, this one's just got a lot more going on. Pretty chunky, pretty spicy. They're all pretty spicy though, except for that little runt. It's not spicy enough. But yeah, some pretty cool side gut going on. Really digging this pattern right here with all these like circles. I don't know, maybe that's normal. Pretty cool though. Definitely digging it. So that's this girl right here. I'm gonna speed it up a little because my phone's at 10%. Alright. Pretty sure it's the last girl right here. Just a pretty pied. Nice high pattern though. Pretty good bounce. A little bit more pattern than white. But Pastel Dh Ax. I'm definitely going to sell, you know, some of these. And if I hit some visuals this year, I might just sell all of them, depending on what, you know, what I hit. But this girl, she's chunky. She's spicy. So, you know, definitely hit me up if you're interested in something. But if not, I'll wait till I get them tested. And decide, you know, what I want to hold back. I want to make sure I hold back enough to increase my odds to hit my visuals. But I also have some visual TSK females that are almost ready to go. So just see what happens first. But this girl's squirrely. Super dope pattern though. Nice and thick dorsal. But yeah, man, that's that. So that's clutch 13. So now we will we'll get on to the last two babies for clutch 14. Catch you in a second. All right, y'all. I might have misspoken the last video, or maybe earlier in this one. And I might have said a 1.1, but they're both females. So these are the two babies that made it from clutch 14, which is the import female that proved out Het Hypo season 1, and the Leo OD Het Clown Boy. That import Het Hypo is super orange. Just looking at her, she's super orange. So that's why I wanted to get the OD in there with her. Make some double hits to test. I did hit an OD Leo baby that crawled out of the egg, and it just didn't, it failed to thrive. So these are the two girls that are left. This one's feisty. Let me show off sister real quick while you chill out for a minute. But yeah, so you know, obviously just gonna have to test and see what's what. But they're pretty orange, pretty clean. You know, this one definitely, I would say, has the OD. Let me try and calm her back down. This one, I'm not sure. It's definitely not nearly as clean. A little bit more going on those alien heads. So this one here, I think for sure is the OD. But and it's slightly more orange. Really not much. You know, so who knows, you know. Little white tip on that tail, little white tip on that tail. Is that a sign that they're Het Clown? Hopefully. Hopefully they're double het, both of them, since there's just the two of them. But that import's pretty funky. Some of her other babies are real funky, so I'm not sure what else is going on with her. I'm hoping something cool. But at any rate, she's pretty, and she makes pretty babies. So yeah, that's the clutch 14 update. These two little females, so hopefully we hit a male. That's the thing, that import, I've only hit one male out of 2 clutches. So, and it was a het, and at the time I didn't think much of it, and I gave it away at an auction for Stan, Sea of Serpents, and Brandon from Piece of Pets ended up with it. So I'm considering trying to track it back down, because I wouldn't mind having a male from that import, but maybe I'll hit one this season. I haven't even started pairing her yet, because she was the last clutch to go last year. But she'll be paired up here soon enough, and we'll see. In the meantime, I got a bunch of girls from her, and some of them will be ready to go. Some of the Black Pastel Mojave combos from season 1 are ready to go here at the end of this season. So let me get this squirrel back in her tub because she's like, yo, I want to see everything right now. Make life difficult, but yeah, we'll see, man. Hopefully this import, keeps throwing me these pretty oranges. But yep, I'll catch you on the next one, man. Stay blessed. Hope your season's going well. Peace.